Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button today before you leave. And make sure to share the video on all the social networking sites you happen to be on. And make sure to thumbs up the video if you do like the video. All right, so welcome back. Welcome back, guys. I'm so happy to be back in front of the camera, okay? Yeah. I know, like, it seems like my recording schedule has changed like a little bit. Not too much, but like usually I'll get it every week. So now it's like every other week. So yeah. So I try to be, just very regular about it, but um, I'm kind of, I guess, in a schedule transitioning stage right now. So I know you guys may have been wondering, like, okay, what's going on, like with me, my schedule. So, my last video, if you did watch, if you have not, please check it out. It's called Healing in the Body. So that's also a lot about what I'm going through currently. Um, in my personal life, I'm dealing with chiropractic therapy for my back and my neck. So it's my lower back, mid back, and my neck. So, and then like my foot, I have pain in my right foot, so I've been dealing a lot with that and just kind of getting used to that because I'm adding that schedule onto my normal work schedules. I go Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday. I go after I get out of work, so it works out for me because it's located right in the same building that I work in. Okay, hallelujah, I ain't gotta get out and get on no bus and travel away. That'd be inconvenient. So thank God for that. But anyway. I'm happy to be back in front of the camera. So I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get right into this video here now that I am back. So, as you all have all heard the sad, unfortunate, dismay, the news. Donald Trump wins the election. I know, right? Bummer. I know. Okay, so people are devastated, especially blacks, minorities. However, what could have been done differently? I mean, I kind of upset for the past couple of days with this and just really been thinking, what could we have done differently? And I did pray on it and talk to the Lord about it, of course, and he had some things to say about it. So, let's kind of discuss this, for a few minutes here. So, basically, I came up with a few pointers here. First of all, we never took him seriously. Okay, we never took Donald Trump seriously. I think a lot of people, when he first ran, everybody was like, oh, Donald Trump, come on, you Celebrity Apprentice, The Apprentice, his show on NBC. We're like, oh, you're like he's a businessman, the Trump Tower, Trump Hotels, as well as various other businesses. He has some stakes in the Miss America pageants as well. You like, this guy. What? I think some people may have thought he was going to drop out at some point in time. Some people may have thought it was a joke. I think people were waiting on Ashton Kutcher to come out and say, you got punked, but I think we did get punked in a way, but it was serious though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, it turned out that he was pretty doggone serious about it, So I think we were all it was a bad joke. It's like somebody telling you a really bad joke and you waiting on the punchline, And so we were waiting on the punchline to drop. Okay, and the punchline happened when we found out that he was the new president. So we were all like, uh huh. You know what I'm saying? So we were all sitting. And it was almost like everybody was in a daze. Like the day after I went to work, and it was like everything was almost even like just walking downtown, everything was like very still and quiet. It was gloomy that day. It was rainy. It was kind of rainy, so it was kind of like kind of wet and damp outside. Not pouring down, but just kind of damp. Excuse me, allergies. But anyway, it was kind of damp, and I'm just like, God, what is going on? It was just weird. Like everybody was just it was just weird. And I I think people were on edge. It was the opposite of what the climate of the environment was the opposite of what it was when Obama won like 8 years ago. And then even 4 years ago, he won again. Like it was like how it was boom, and everybody was like Obama, oh yes we can. It was like everybody was happy, people were celebrating, people were jumping up and down, just woo, crying, praising God. I mean, it was the exact opposite. It was like, my God, what have we done? What just happened here? So it was, yeah, you could just tell by how the environment was. It definitely wasn't, anything that was like celebratory or nice. It more was like confusion. Some people were happy. Only people who were celebrating were like, the people who voted him in, which like either probably like the racist people who voted him in. Any racist, anybody who were agreeing with his policies or how he felt, and whoever supported that, those are people who got him in office, or the non-voters, people who like the silent majority, as they call the people who really didn't say anything at all. So non-action is action as well. You all want you to think about that. Your non-action is action as well. So yeah, so we took the bystander effect. We, when I say we, say who's we? We as a lot of black people, I'm gonna say. And I'm not trying to pick on us, but I'm just saying a lot of us, we hey, we got some fault in this, and I'm gonna say the reason why I talk about us because we are an affected community who has been targeted lately with a lot of violence, our kids dying, police brutality, things like that, and we have been targeted even in his rants when he was running, doing the campaign. I mean, if you notice, more racism came out, more racism became apparent, and like at his rallies, like I mean, people fighting, get like whites and blacks fight with each other. At the rallies, there was a lot of slurs, and he was like in support of that, and it's like, oh my god, like women were attacked as well. I know you all saw you heard the recordings of him talk about what he does to women. He grabs their, vaginas, and if he likes them, and he talked about how he didn't think some women were attractive, and he was talking about the woman who worked for him, and then another woman. I'm like, what? And this is who we voted in. And then for those of you who yell and say, well, I didn't vote at all. Well, you like I just said, non-action is action as well. So you did vote him in. By not voting, you said I am okay with whatever happens. So you took a bystander effect, which I noticed us, just observationally, I noticed that's what we do in a lot of situations. When a situation backs us into a corner, we a lot of times will just tap out. We'll just tap on out. We'll throw in the towel and say, you know what? F it. I don't want to do nothing about it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sit back and let the chips fall where they may. That's where your mistake comes in. You do not act when you need to be acting. Taking a bystander effect never works. Taking a bystander act never works. You cannot do that. Same thing that happened to me when I told you all about I was on a train. Like what was this last summer? This past summer, I was on a train. I was going for the job interview, and I saw the boy being beaten up. And remember, I told you it was like, I mean, there was I think it was maybe a couple of white people. Wasn't that many white people on the train? It was basically a lot of black people, and we were all just sitting there. They were just sitting there. A lot of people on the train watching this boy get beat up. They were all looking in horror, but nobody got up. Like nobody got up to do anything except me. Why was I the only person who felt like I should have acted? They were the people who did get up to do something, who did get up, they got up to save themselves. That was their action. I am getting up. I'm getting up to save me. They got up and went to the next car that had, got up and went to, but they got up and sat down in a seat and no one got up to help the guy. So it's all about me. We have an all about me mindset that we have to get rid of. That's what you have to do. You have to get rid of. We need more unification, less division. We need more community involvement. You have to get involved as a community. We are a whole community. Other communities, Asians, Mexicans, Indians, or whoever it is, other communities, Middle Eastern people, they come, together, and they have no problem being one and united. I'm not saying they don't have any problems too. Every community does. No one's saying they don't. We're not saying there's anybody perfect, but still, we need to work on perfecting how we communicate with each other, how we come together. We need to be more involved, kind of like they were back in the 60s and the 50s when we really barely had any right. We barely had the right to walk down the street and breathe, let alone to vote, and you have people who fought and darn near died, and some did die in the process of trying to get you a right to go and vote in a poll for people whose decisions that they make in office will affect your life every day. And from the kitchen to to you where you work at to picking your kid up from school, the decisions they make affect all of that. And so we're trying to, get you all to understand now. We're trying to. I mean, come on now, you have people fall and die. And it's like a lot of times we take that for granted. And that's not all of us. It's not every black person at all. No, of course not. A lot of us get it. And then you have some people who really don't get it. Especially our younger black children. Like, and a lot of times you have an older black person who don't feel that way. And they're like, putting that propaganda out there. What are you telling a millennial, like a younger black person? What are you telling them? You're telling them that you feeding them a negative mindset about voting, and so they're going to most likely not vote. So when they turn 18 years old, they're like, well, my grandma and them don't really vote. They don't really, nobody really cares in our family. So why would they vote? They don't have it in them to vote because you've never, explained to them why voting is so important. That's brings me to my next point. You fail to really understand or pay full attention, even pray about who to vote for, why to vote in the first place, and then you're held back by the mental stronghold of, get ready for it, boom, boom, boom. My vote doesn't count. Please stop. We got to get rid of that stronghold. My vote doesn't count. That's another mantra I'm tired of hearing. Like, stop saying your vote doesn't count. Your vote does count. Oh, it count. Your non-vote counted this time. I'm sure it didn't it? Oh, he got up in there. He got up in there. You kept thinking he wasn't gonna get in there. Please stop thinking. You had like some pastors and stuff. I try to tell people that. Like I had like one of my second pastors. Y'all know I'm in between two churches. Like I'm a member of one. I am an actual full-fledged member of one. I've been there for years, but I'm thinking about I might, if I switch, it'll be this other church that I've been visiting. So I love the pastor. I think he's awesome. He's a fantastic, phenomenal preacher. However, he said something that turned me off like a few Sundays ago before the election. He says, if it was his choice, he would scratch off both names, Hillary and Donald, and put Jesus. And I'm like, why would you say that? Like, we get what you're saying, but at the same time, weak-minded people who don't think, and all of us ain't like that. Some of us, we got it. We like, I understand what you're trying to say, Pastor, but still, don't say that. It's dangerous because you already have people on the tip of the edge who don't really think for themselves like that. And so what they'll do is hear that and say, well, Pastor said we ain't voting, so I'm not going to be voting up in this election. I'm like, no, dummy. He was trying to make a point is what he was saying. Probably he didn't put it very well, but I think the underlying meaning of his message was you probably should pray for your leaders. Yeah, which he did say, but it just got the way he said it. Like, I'm like, I don't think you need to say that, Pastor. Like, don't say that out loud because a lot of people don't think. They're not going to think. He's a smart man, but, he chose a not so smart way to put that message. I'm like, don't say that because everybody don't think like you. Everybody not going to understand what you're saying. They're going to take that as you're telling me not to vote. And so they believe in you as a pastor. Some people take their pastor's word like, I mean, they eat that like candy. So they'll eat that and they be like, oh, Pastor said we ain't voting, y'all. So y'all ain't voting, right? That's all it takes. And I'm like, you don't have to think for yourself. I mean, they have no independent thought at all, so that's dangerous. But some people eat that up. My vote don't count. Your vote does count. Your vote, it counts. Your vote counts. Every vote counts, and that's also feeds into how you feel about yourself. You feel that you don't count as an individual, And so the deaf ear blind eye act doesn't work either because it just plays more into how America has felt and continues to feel about your community. That's the idea that we've been trying to kill forever. Black Lives Matter. Do they really? I don't know. I mean, it's like it's up to you you have to show them that, not just tell them. Rallies are good, but this is all after the fact. He's already in there. Act beforehand with the same amount of urgency, and you'll see how much progress can and will be made on your behalf. So these rallies they have now because they're pissed off because he's in there, I think it's good. But also, I'm gonna say this. Like I just said, you have to do this beforehand. You should have had rallies then. Like, you ain't no way you gonna get up in here. Ain't no way. You ain't get no. Hillary's our girl. You come on now. Come on. You should have done that beforehand. Black lives matter. Of course they matter, but do they really? I want to know, do you feel your life really matters? If so, then you have to show people, not just scream out Black Lives Matter with a t-shirt. You have to really live in it, walk in it, believe it, and show these people, yes, I matter. Damn it. You know, my life matters. I'm gonna show you how much I matter because I'm gonna come down here and vote for who I want in the office, who I think will fight for my black life. Because I know you don't care about yourself, your white self don't care about my black life. How about that? I'm gonna go ahead and honestly say I ain't gonna play with these words. I ain't gonna be cute today. No, I'm not gonna be cute. You know, and it may be another black person, for instance, that you don't want in the office. You know, they may be black like you, but you feel like they don't care about your black life. Okay, they don't care about you. You know, it could be Hispanic. You know, like I know we both minorities, but I feel like you don't care about me, so I'm not going to vote you in. But your vote, it's your vote that says that. You can rally and scream all day long after the damage is done, but no, I mean, and that will work too. You know, that's very effective. Yes, I love the rally, and I think that's awesome. But still, you know, sometimes it's not what you do, it's when you do it. You might want to rally beforehand. Also, be prepared to vote. Walk up there and vote. Make sure you're voting for the right people. You know, that's staying at home saying I'm not gonna do it. F it, I'm not gonna do this. Keep saying that, and that's why you keep getting the wrong people in. There's also another time when you all need to be voting. While I notice like our numbers go down. I've read and heard about it too. That our numbers go down. Is like midterms. That's like a 2 year point. You need this when you vote for senators and governors and all that stuff. You know, it's not a presidential election. You all have to vote then too. You know, you definitely want to vote then too. I see it now when I go vote in my neighborhood. I see a lot of black people up there too, but it needs to be like more younger people voting in, not just older people. Like you need to be voting. You vote at every point, every juncture, every time it's time for you to vote. These are the people who can actually help, you know, because they have some influence too on presidential decisions. The president don't just say, I'm changing this today and that's it. No, he has to go through the House. He has to go through all these other people. So you need to definitely vote for the right kind of people who actually care about. If you're a Democrat, you need to vote for whoever supporting Democratic, you know, type of decisions and mindsets. If you're a Republican, then you know whatever. So you vote for those type of people. Because the Republicans, they got no problem voting for their folk. Okay, you saw they showed you good, didn't they? They got Trump up in there, and that's how they felt. You know, they've been feeling that way about you. They're like, good, finally somebody speaking our language. We don't like your black self. We don't like your Hispanic self. We've been hating you. We hate these, you know, women or whoever, you know, women have so much power or whatever it is. We feel the same way. We, you know, so we finally got someone speaking like us, acting like us, whatever, you know, who supports the ideas and bullcrap that we believe in. You know, so they went ahead and did it. You know, they got them in there. So what did that tell you? You know? Now, lastly in this video, how to prevent this from happening again and what we learned. What did we learn? Well, number one, you learned Donald Trump is nothing more than a mirror, reflection of who we are as Americans, really at this moment in time. So he's just a reflection, honey. He is just a mirror. He's just a mirror. Use him as a mirror. You know, that's all he is. He's a mirror showing you the ugliness that you withhold on the inside of you. Okay, so he's showing the ugliness you have, the hatred, the racism, sexism, shame, hurt, misogyny, fear, self-hatred that we display internally, broadcast publicly. That's all he is, okay? That's all he's being used for. He's just a mirror. So he is us, okay? So basically, all he did to win it, I'm telling you how he won. He operated within the spirit of division and divisiveness because he knew that we fall. See, united we stand, divided we fall, and we did. We did. We fell. So it started with our countenance falling as our facial expression where everybody was like, oh my God, no. So everyone but the racists who voted him in and the complacent blacks who did not vote were outraged and hurt. So, but for the most part, everybody was pretty pissed off, except for the people who really wanted him in the office. So, number two, pray over our politicians. Pray for them. Pray that their characters and hearts be revealed. And also, along with the prayer, remember this from James 2 and 17, that thus also faith itself, faith by itself does not, if not with works, is dead. So faith without works is dead. James 2 and 17. So also, no politician is perfect. So stop idolizing them in a sense. You don't want these imperfect people to, it's like you look at these imperfect people as gods almost. I noticed that a lot of people look at politicians to be so perfect. I was kind of talking about earlier. Like, they're not God. God is God. Nobody can ever be God. Like, politicians are not perfect people, okay? They try so hard, but Hillary Clinton is not perfect. Donald Trump is definitely not perfect. So, these people need prayer. They need Jesus like you do. So don't look at them like you're supposed to be this, that, and the third. It's almost like politicians get looked at as superheroes, and they're not. They're here to help you, as well, but they're gonna make mistakes too. So pray that they make the right decisions, as well. So I just want to read just a couple of verses here for you, and then I'm gonna be out of here, y'all. We're gonna be all through, cause I don't want to hold you too long, but I just wanted to get in here and just kind of share my viewpoint about it, and just drop some Holy Spirit on you. You know how I do. So so I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna do Second Corinthians 6 through 10. Okay, so Second Corinthians 6 through 10. For though I might desire to boast, I will not be a fool, for I will speak the truth, but I refrain lest anyone should think of me above what he sees me to be or hears from me. The thorn in my flesh. No, the thorn in the flesh. And lest I be exalted above measure by the abundance of the revelations, a thorn in the flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I exalted above measure. Concerning this thing I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in needs, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And there's one more verse that I'm going to leave you with. It'll be Romans 6:17. Now I urge you, brethren, keep your eye on those who cause dissensions and hindrances, contrary to the teaching which you learn, and turn away from them. So just 2 pieces of wisdom I want to leave you with. Just think about and kind of marinate on for the week and for the next 4 years of what to do, and how and what we learned from this and what not to do next time, what worked and what didn't work. So, and really think about the last part of 2 Corinthians 6 through 10. The last part of the verse, which says you actually extra when you're at your weakest, you're actually at your strongest. So Donald Trump may be all of our thorn in our sides right now, but just know that when you seem to be at your weakest, you're actually at your strongest. So really just kind of internalize that and think about what that verse is saying. I just encourage you to read all those verses. It's 2 Corinthians 6 through 10, and then Romans 6:17. So just read all that and really kind of internalize it, and just let the Holy Spirit just talk to you and tell you what he means by that. I know everybody feels very weak. It really feels defeated right now, but you're not. And God is not defeated. Donald Trump can't defeat God, okay? And he can't defeat God's people either. So don't feel that way. Do not feel like you're weak and that we as a black community we can't do anything. No, this is the time to be strong, to find out who you are as a person, who you are in Christ, and go forth in your strength. Go forth in that, and it's time to rebuild us as a community. We have to rebuild us, rebuild us as a community. Everything that's been done to us to kill us off. Satan thought he had us, but he don't. He don't have jack squat. At the end of the day, God has the final say. He's got our backs 100%, 2,000%. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be able to stand up and be strong as a community and look at this as a good thing. I know it's hard. You're like, this is good. But really, there's a lot of good that's going to be done. It's a lot that's going to be done in our favor, So he got the overall. Let him have it. It's okay. It's good. God is still on the throne. So just walk in that. Walk in that favor that you have on your life, that we all have on our lives. Just walk in that power, serve the gifts inside of you, and let's rebuild the black community. Let's rebuild our community. Let's be strong. Let's rebuild America in general, like just America. Whether you black, white, Latino, doesn't matter. We all need to unify. Let's unify together. Okay? Let's be strong. All right? All right, that's all I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you guys, and I'll see you definitely probably the end of the week or early next week. All right. Take care. Love you guys, and God bless.